Hello everyone, I'm Given Hand, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Yellow. It's certainly been a while since I last recorded this. There are a variety of reasons for that. I just coined that phrase, shut up. As we are heading to the SSN, I will begin to explain them. Things started off with, me being happy that I finally did a full month of recording again, when, tragedy struck. I'm looking at my team here. I think tragedy struck here as well, so then we're actually gonna head back first and heal. But yeah, tragedy struck, and I caught a cold, which means I couldn't record. So when the last videos went up, those had been pre-recorded, and I just I got a cold, and I couldn't record anymore, which sucked. Caddy got a new job, so she hasn't been able to render Ultra Despair Girls, which she has been doing. So thank you for that, by the way. I've said this to her in person too, don't worry. I'm not just thanking her in a video that she may or may not watch. Anyways, so yeah, that didn't happen either, so I couldn't record that either. And then once I finally was starting to get over my cold, we got a kitten, which is very adorable, and I am very allergic to, so I had to take a week or so to accustom to that. Welcome to the SSN! Excuse me, do you have a ticket? And I flash my ticket. Great, welcome to the SSN! Actually, Ricky is finally paying attention to us, so that's good, but I'm still gonna kick his ass off the team anyways, because I need something else for this area. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah. I got the kitten, very allergic to it, so I have to take a little while to get used to it being in the house. And, hopefully, as you can tell now, I sound, well, as nasal as ever, but no more nasal than I would normally be. Isn't it fun to be self-loathing? Anyways, that aside. Yeah, so from then, we were about 3 or 2.5 weeks into May at that point, and, if you don't know, my birthday is May 12th, so I got some money from that, but not enough, so I waited until the end of the month until I got paid, and then I brought a new computer, which I was gonna make my, grand, comeback on. And, everything was gonna be happy forever. But, as you may be able to tell, because, as we all know, the, helium pickle likes to make a lot of noise when when it's in use. Yeah, I am still using it. So, what happened? I got it. I tried to work it. Okay. Good for it. I'll take this max potion. But yeah, I got it booted up, I got everything installed, or at least I thought so. I tried to test out the viewer for the 3DS capture card, and it just wouldn't recognize the capture card, so I messed around with it, and eventually, after a reset, I got it to work. First I got it to work, and it was extremely choppy. If you've ever seen when my video starts lagging, imagine that, except the audio would also become choppy. I would, like, tap the mic to replicate it, but I'll spare you that experience. Like, my friend is with Tree Fitty, but that's probably a bad choice. So yeah, that happened, and I was like, okay. I'll try a heart reset and see if that works out. Or at least, like, not a hard reset, but I did a reset where I just reinstalled Windows and kept all my stuff. So I tried that, and, much to my surprise, it actually worked. And, I recorded my screen, I unplugged my headset, I recorded the screen, I'm like, oh my god, Caddy, you should hear this. It works. It's finally not choppy anymore. And I had sent it to her, and I was texting her, and being like, oh my god, I finally got this thing working, I can't believe that it finally happened. And I'm not gonna have to return his computer because it's not doing what it's supposed to do. And then it started lagging immediately after, so I'm like, okay, well, maybe that's just an issue. I looked at my programs list, and I saw that this computer had McAfee installed by default, which likes to open about 17 fucking applications and processes once it boots up the computer. So I'm like, well, let's get rid of that shit and some of the basic HP stuff, which I did, but one of them required a boot up or a reboot. And I'm like, oh, you know what, fine, let's reboot. So I reboot the computer, and it stops recognizing the capture card like it was doing before. So I'm basically defeated at that point, and I start hard resetting the computer for real this time, with the intent of just returning it and just giving up on it. But I tried again one last time, just before this recording, and nope, it didn't work. Which sucks, because I really enjoyed that computer. It was really nice and quiet. I really had no other issues. Actually, no, I had one other issue, which was really strange. Whenever I played a YouTube video, it was consistently silent for the first 2 seconds of it. And also when I unpaused, and it's such a minor thing, but it was very annoying. I really hated it, so yeah. Unless somebody magically knows how to solve those two problems, which I very much doubt you would, especially since the 3DS capture card in itself is already very finicky. And I realize that it's finicky, but I followed the exact steps that I needed. I had everything installed. I had the DirectX thing. I had all the drivers that were necessary. I had all the settings. I even copy pasted my settings directly from this system onto there. So everything was the same as it was. I didn't touch anything, and yet it didn't work. So unless you magically happen to know, I'm probably going to be returning this computer Monday. And then from there, I will be getting a different one. So hopefully, I've just given up on putting off recording because I didn't want to anymore. Because I haven't really been wanting not to record. Again, circumstances happened, and then from there I just kind of put it off on purpose because I figured that it would be better to just start on a new computer and not have technical issues on this one. And this guy likes feisty kids, which is questionable in and of itself, but so many water types. Tree Fitty is not making a good impression here. Anyways, what was I saying? I think I lost my train of thought there. All I'm really trying to say is I ate sauerkraut, but no, okay, that's not what I was trying to say, obviously. Yeah, I guess I'm just not putting off recording anymore because I really didn't want to begin with, but I was kind of forced into it just because of colds and being allergic to the cats. The cat, rather. There's only one of them. Yeah. I just don't want to put it off anymore, so. If these next couple videos are still going to be of subpar quality and they get a boost in quality following this, then you know what happened, especially if you're watching this at any point in the future. But, yeah, that's all I'll say on that. And now we are going to proceed to not make this commentary dated. By which I mean, let's talk about recent announcement in Pokémon, because, yeah, a couple videos ago I talked about them doing Gen 1 remakes, and guess what they announced? Kind of. Yeah, we got sort of Gen 1 remakes. I mean, they are, but they took out Wild Battling, which I'm not fond of. I'm not gonna go into the into this whole discussion here too much, but my opinion basically comes down to the fact that I think Pokemon has kind of progressively been getting easier and more accessible to kids as the years went along, so I don't really see the point in making a game that's specifically tailored towards kids/casuals. But, I mean, who am I to say that, I guess? But, whatever. That's just my humble opinion. I don't think they're making a good choice, and I'm not particularly interested. Despite the game looking pretty, and the art style's kind of cute, like, that's about all I can say about it. That would be okay, but that's not enough for me. I don't really care to buy a dumbed down version of a game. I mean, I played when I was 5. Actually, no, I was 4, and I couldn't even read the frickin' language. And I had to stop my parents every 5 seconds, asking them, hey, what does this mean? Because I don't know these words. What does this mean? Basically on every text box, and they eventually got so sick of it that they were like, okay, no, you need to just play the game, and you need to not ask us every 5 seconds. And then eventually, through a combination of watching the anime and learning what the words for the moves were in English, I actually managed to pick up quite a bit of English to start on. So yeah, Pokemon is the reason that you can understand me today. Unless you happen to be speaking Dutch, in which case I suppose you could have understood me to begin with, but that is not really the point now, is it? Okay, so the cheat is poisoned. I kind of feel bad for the little guy. Let's see if I have anything to deal with that. For Pokédoll, I could use a potion. Is this the last cabin here? Yes, okay. Even though Pikachu's probably going to die before I make it back to the other healing point. Hello, stranger! Stop and chat! All my Pokemon are from the sea. Has him a chop. No, he probably doesn't. I thought there were more guys with Machops and stuff, though. I think it's the sailors. Oh well. Anyways, that was my my big catching up on recent events. I was also hoping to have... This is the last mention, I swear. Oh, that's 4 times effective. I was also hoping to have the new computer set to go for E3, so that would be easier to record and not as noisy. But I suppose that's not going to happen unless I have a new one by then. Which I might. I mean, I don't know how quick the return policy on this computer will be going, but I could have a new one within a day, so installing OBS is not that hard. I'll just have to make sure that I could get the 3DS capture card to run, because, I mean, if I'm going to have to use my old computer for it to complete these playthroughs / do future ones, which I did have planned, vaguely. Well, I mean, there's still more Pokemon games to do. I mean, of course I've gotta. But, yeah, unless I can figure out a way to make that work, I'm just gonna be using this one for now. I am taking over half the video to just do this first bit of the SSAM. Excellent. That was only the first. I could switch to 350 for this one, because this one isn't a rapping asshole, but no. Surprisingly hit Supersonic on it. And then I'll switch back to 350. The Shelter has a pretty low special stat, so Water Gun does more to it than most other water types. Okay. That's not the case anymore. For a second I was wondering if it still was, but I guess not. Okay, beat the fisherman. Matey, you're walking the plank if you lose! I don't think it's that kind of ship. Also, you're not a pirate, you're a frickin' sailor. There's the Machop. Which you'd think would be a bad matchup because I'm actually weak to it here, but... Oh, well, sorry, I meant to growl at it. Low kick is actually going to do a pretty hefty amount of damage because I am pretty big. Good job, Tree Fitty. Finally something you can fight, and then partially due to my own mistakes, you end up fucking up. There's no more egg bombs. Well, back to the old barrage we go. And this Machop beats my entire team. That'd be awesome. By which I mean it really wouldn't be. And I would bring shame upon my entire family. God damn it. Okay, the cheat. It's time for your last stand. Oh. I'm actually surprised it lived the poison damage. I also was half expecting the poison damage to kick in before I even got to do anything. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Well, there we go. I don't happen to have a revive, do I? I do not. Just kill me. Okay. Well, there goes half of my money. Not that I think I had that much to begin with. Yikes. Okay, now I did have plenty of money. Okay. Well, that sucks. But oh well. I like how I have this team of really strong Pokemon and I just fail against a single Machop. It's actually really embarrassing. I also don't think there's anything on this ship that I wanted to get through the Mew glitch. I certainly hope not, because it's been a month and I might have forgotten about it. Anyways. Since Guts doesn't exist in this generation, I don't feel bad about using my Paris here. Yeah, walk into Plank. Which I guess I did. And by that it means he, kindly escorted me back to Vermilion City. Maybe. Actually, I guess you do cross a Plank to get on that ship, so... Huh. Guess he was right. But say, can you not... Now that he's paralyzed, he really shouldn't be getting criticals. Or I guess that's not the way it works. Okay. My poor Paris. Oh no. I haven't been speaking to myself in like a month. I don't know how to do this anymore. No, I'm kidding. It's not actually that bad. Has been a while. I'm thinking about what I actually did in my absence. I played through the entirety of Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, so there's that. Because I like Ike. And I found a Hyper Potion in its bed. I mean, it's totally not somebody's cabin. Not like I shouldn't be searching their beds in the first place, but whatever. Yeah, I played those Fire Emblem games, and that was fun. I don't have much to say about them, but I enjoyed them. Where is my cabin in this build? Oh, wait, is there none? I think there is none. Then off to Vermilion we go again. So I'm pretty sure that guy has a Growlithe, so let me just true fitty on that. Could also pass through Diglett's tunnel, but yeah. Alrighty. Whoop, 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 whoop. Also, I'm making this video last longer because I don't care. With how slow this game is, I don't think 20 minutes is a good format. So I'm probably going to aim for half an hour. So 20 minutes, judging by my progress, this is like, what, part 10? If not more. I'm really not getting that much done. So that should be fixed. And here's the plank. Okay, do you have Growlithe? I travel alone in my journeys, my Pokemon are my only friends. Wouldn't that not count as traveling alone? Or wouldn't that count as not traveling alone, rather? Aha, finally some type matchups. That's neutral? Yeah, actually, I think... Wait, is it water? Or... something about water or ice. It has, like, a weird matchup with fire? Oh, wait, our, is... fire... neutral to... Wait, no, is ice neutral on fire? I don't remember this matchup. It's like the 1 Gen 1 matchup that I cannot remember for the life of me. I know there's something involving fire and ice, and maybe water. There's like something weird with that triangle, if there even is a triangle. One of them might not even belong there. But there's like something unusual that didn't happen in later generations. Should he get up a level? Let's see what... He and or she. I mean, I don't know, I don't judge. Another gentleman. How dare you barge in? Also, no, the other guy. The guy next to you is the one that had the pups. You have a, poisonous rabbit thing. Yeah, use those not very effective moves on me. Don't miss Tunspore? Good. I don't think it has that much of a chance to miss, but... still would rather not have that happen. Okay, good. Can I maybe get a crit? Because I... oh no. That's bad. Don't do that again, use another double kick. Re-paralyzed. That works too. Youk. Youk! That's an exclamation. And then I'm just silent because I don't know what to say. Yeah, Gen 1 doesn't have that much variety involved in trainer Pokemon, and whenever I'm not doing weird glitch crap, I guess I just don't have that much to say. Again, it's been a month, you'd think I have something to talk about, but I really kind of don't. Or at least I already talked about it. Okay. Like how I look nothing like the waiters, but sure. Is there no trains now? Oh, that's a Jigglypuff. Poop! Poo poo poo! Oh, that was one poo too many. Too minis. Bonjour, I am the waiter on the ship. I will be happy to serve you anything you... Ah, the strong silent type. Ho ho! Insert the clip from the episode 2 review. I can never remember how that thing goes because there's a bunch of bleeping out in it, but if you haven't seen it, you should. The Red Letter Media Star Wars episode 2 review. So I like that really, really, really shitty voice that I gave to that guy for the French accent, which probably was like nothing or something offensive. It's always one or the other with me. Never intentionally so, but it always is. Guess I'll just have to baby my Paris a little bit. Which, I mean, aside from the Pikachu I have, it is by far the weakest member of the team, so... I should probably switch back to it, though, if I wanted to have experience. I wanted to get experience. I went around the world for these, even though I could have caught them on, like, Route 3. Route 3 is my entire world. I love Pokemon, do you? I don't think there's... Again, I've said this before, but I don't think there's many people in this world who don't. You're kind of obligated, but... Obligated by law. That was a phrase that made sense. But yeah, you're kind of required to like them if you live in this world. I mean, there is stuff like Indian elephants, apparently. And Eiffel Towers, even though Paris is effectively a place in this game, and it does not have an Eiffel Tower. So, yeah, that kind of looks weird in hindsight. Can you not kill me? Thank you. Still at level 18? Jeez. Wow, you're great. Great. Team A, is that Body Slam? Is Body Slam. Well, I think everybody can learn that, and I would like that on a number of things. I'd rather save it until I get more of one. Why can't my tree learn Body Slam? Tree Fitty can, not the tree. And then Zone Feints. Oh. Okay. It is a Looker's Early Bird cameo. I wonder if they'll change it in the remake. That would be slightly interesting. I guess one final thought on that is I'd rather just have them had a straight up actual remake, because they've really seemed like they've been wanting to just do one, and now that they finally are doing one, they're not making it. I don't want to say not a proper game, but like not as the people who, as like the two people, myself and one other guy, you're listening to this video, hello, other guy. I'm not talking to anybody in specific, by the way. In specific. But yeah. They're not making that remake, they're making, like, a sort of remake. Like, it is a remake, but... I don't know. And it might be fine. Sure, but... I just think it's weird to not have wild battles. And instead have Pokemon Go, which... I was one of the people who was, like, really excited for Pokemon Go before it was a thing. And then I kind of realized it had absolutely no depth, and I kind of was like, I don't really care. Also, this kitchen is basically completely useless. It's just a great ball here. I don't know why they put it in the trash, or why all these cooks are standing by the trash. But, whatever. But yeah, I was really excited for Pokemon Go before it came out, and then I played it, and I was like, it's alright. I'm certainly not gonna play it any, or like that much. Actually, no, I tried to play it, but it's completely up to luck, and I don't like it. There's no sense of anything when it comes to Pokemon. Like, I've heard that, like, when you're near water, it spawns more water types, and I've seen that vaguely be true, but, like, overall... I still just find the same crap everywhere. Like, no matter where you are, you find just the really common crap. Or drowsy. So I'm just, I'm not that much of a fan. Like, I guess the catching mechanic is fine. It's, like, the least harmful thing they could keep from it. I'm just kind of, afraid that that's not the only thing that they're gonna take from those games, which would kind of suck. Those games as if it's more than one game. I don't know. And overall, I just don't want that to be a thing that sticks around. Is, I think, my main issue with the games. Because I don't want the entire series to become Pokemon Go accessible. Like, I know that that's not what they're planning for the near future, but... I don't know. It is just not a choice I'm happy with them making. I guess this video is really going to be dated. It's all talking about current events. Then again, this is like the 5th Tentacool I fought. I suppose there isn't much to say about it. So I guess I'm going longer. I guess I'm making this video longer than a half hour. I might stop after I'm done with the deck here, but... No. I was just careless. They're on me! I'm getting careless. Because I can never pull enough Star Fox 64. Didn't you know? I think both of those guys are gonna fight. I really wish Amanita could handle herself a little better. Hey, matey! Let's do a little jig! Okay. Why? I like it when trainer dialogue is just completely nonsensical. Hard again. But how you took so much damage from that last fight, though? Just a bunch of critical karate chops, I guess? Or maybe using barrage and missing. Even though I don't think I did that in the last fight. Let's use good old Tree Fitty here. I'm actually surprised I've been able to record for this long. For some reason, I was under the impression that my computer was being, like, volatile, and if I so much as pressed record, then it would just explode. I guess not. So, People are home, so before they come in here, probably finish up before the end of this battle. I'm gonna try to finish this up first, though. Yeah. Tree Fitty, what are you doing? Also, I'm having fun imagining Lapras hitting itself because it has those, like, short flippers. So to be able to reach up to its face is kind of funny, even though it's not specifically said that it slaps itself across its face. It's just kind of funnier imagining it like that. Well, there we go. Oh, that was 36 minutes. That is going to be enough. Sailor thinks I'm impressive. I'm done now. So, good night, everybody. See you for semi-regular uploads again. Actually, I'm gonna try to make them regular, but, we'll have to see. So, goodbye for now.